Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk, thinking right out here in the lab with my new jacket, doing what I do. Y'all like my jacket, I like the emblem. I love seeing my singing like that. So I'm proud. Let's go. Right is 25 would live by. Storytelling, story with a message. Message and story for life. I give life lessons. You tune in and receiving them. We got a good thing going. You know how we do it. Let's go. Right thinkers mission. That's what I'm on. Is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinkers' way of life, and that's what it is. Through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of spiritual enlightenment. AKA, excuse me, know thyself. My mission is to get all right thinkers to know thyself with the knowledge and information that I give you. You use it and it'll do just that. Get you to know thyself. That's what I do for you. All right. I ask the question, do you know you? It's rhetorical, but if you don't have the answer, tune in for me. I can help you out. That's what I do for you. Let's go. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. That's okay. I can awaken them. I'm a spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know that self. And to my yacht, be true. Yeah, I'm big on my yacht because right now we're gonna go into the title. Right thinkers. Let's talk about perfection in action leads to the path of my yacht as what spiritual discipline. You can perfect your lifestyle by using, practicing, and perfecting Maya philosophy. Let's break it down. Let me tell you about that. It's a good lesson right here. It's a short 2 pages, but good information. Perfection in action first. Perfection in mystical teaching is a perfect harmony in what? In terms of action and the path of Maya. It implies a harmonious, balanced manner of living, wherein what? There is a concordance between your desires and the events of the world when there is no conflict or contradiction. You understand yourself and you understand what's going on in the world. You're not caught up in the madness, so to speak. So, in this state, watch this, the feeling of a person and their desires, what? Flow spontaneously with what? With nature. I hear people talking about, man, it's too hot, it's too cold, it's too that, it's too that. I ain't got time for that. Why? I'm gonna show you. Because when the desires flow spontaneously with nature and with whatever, listen, the necessities are for their duties in life, you go with the flow, so to speak. Like my man Bruce, be like water, be fluid. The Tao, the way. Don't resist, just go with the flow. Now, for example, here you go, quick example. Suppose that you wanted to go out to the park, but it began to snow so much that you couldn't go out of your house. Ignorance is cussing, hooping, hollering, ranting about Mother Nature, but perfection in action is what? It would not be to mope around, cussing the snow and Mother Nature. It might be it might be to what? Use this opportunity to what? Catch up on some work that you need to do or to engage in some other equally rewarding pastime, such as my favorite, reading. When I get bored, I get a book. But suppose you expected to go away on a vacation. Here you go. But the same morning you plan to leave, a tree fell on your house, and the damage will require what? The entire amount of your plan that you plan to spend on your vacation. Is that karmic? Is that God's way of saying, But watch this. Perfection in action here would not be to grumble and complain about your misfortune, but what? But to bear your adversity with what? Poise, respect, and dignity. Handle it. Don't let it beat you down. Step up, okay? And watch this. Knowing what? That God got it, has caused this situation. Again, God it caused the situation, same thing. But if you're spiritual, you give God that due. Watch this. God has caused the situation what? For a purpose. There's a lesson in life. And that there is no use in what? Losing your mental balance over, aka your cool. I'm learning day by day how to do just that. So I'm putting perfection in action. I'm trying to perfect my character. I'm trying to be my best self every day. No days off, no breaks, and no excuses. Moving on. Let me get this next go. Now, perfection. We human. Nobody perfect. Perfection in action is a graceful, fluid, effortless way of life, which moves with what? The world. I know what's going on. I see what's going on. Okay. But I'm like able to see what like George said. I can between all the nonsense, that's how I do. I got no problem with what's going on in the world. Why? I know how to move with graceful, fluid, effortless concepts of living. While watch this, while trying to achieve certain goals in life, and while trying to what? Gain certain results from what? Your actions. If you do something, it should yield rewards. You reap what you sow. You put out good, you get good in return. So you should be concerned about that and put in what? Good work. Watch this. And the results from what? Your actions, aka work, you should not depend on these for what? Your inner fulfillment. Anything in the world, don't get caught up in that. That ain't gonna do it. Inside spiritual knowledge and understanding. But watch this. But with this attitude, you will be surprised at what? How much you are able to accomplish when you focus and take care of the things you need to take care of. Why? Because now you have not wasted any time or what? Anger or grief. Stress. Your actions will what? Will become highly qualitative. That means you're doing good work and what? Inspire. I want people to see what I do and hopefully inspire them to do the same thing for themselves. That's all I'm doing. Thus, watch this. You will be highly what? Successful in what? In any endeavor due to what? Your powers of concentration, focus, and your spiritual inner strength. That's what Maya gives you. Along with what? Along with this, you will experience, you ready? Uninterrupted peace of mind within what? Which will carry you through the adversities, any adversities in life. Okay? That's perfection in action. Understanding what's going on, dealing with it what it should be, and you'll be fine. Now, by doing that, that's going to lead you down the path of what? Maya as spiritual discipline. I tell you, I practice spiritual discipline. That's the Maya philosophy. Control oneself. Mastery starts within. Let's go. Excuse me. Now, those who desire to be right thinkers, aka tread the path of Maya, you should allow their what? Your devotional feelings to flow what? Towards the divine mother Maya. Okay? You must begin to feel that your actions, your thoughts, and your words, these are those of who? The goddess Maya. Everything she do is divine. Everything she do is straightforward. Okay? You watch this. Place yourself in what? In her hands, so to speak, and allow her loving hands to guide you. Feel that the adversity you have created for yourself will what? Will be overcome through who? The grace of Maya, aka God, Goddess. When you see adversities as lessons from the Divine Mother, and you chant her name in adoration and praise of the very source of what your strength and will to what to destroy what is ignorant. Mayat is knowledge. She can't stand chaos. She's order. So the opposite of that is chaos. That is her thing. She will destroy ignorance and chaos. What is ignorant and sinful within you? She helps eradicate that. Watch this. Within yourself, so as to what? Purify the heart. You have to get rid of the ego, the negative concepts, and that how you purify your heart, doing what's right, treating people and acting in accordance with your spiritual discipline. That's what I practice. Here's a chant, It says Om Mayate Am Makharu, means the divine self manifesting as Mayate, grant that I become purified and enlightened. You practice the right things to do so you become better. That's called enlightenment. You're starting to learn and understand things from a whole different perspective for yourself. Now, you must strive to what? Understand that your struggles, trust me, have not come to you by accident. No. Remember, we incarnate here to learn a lesson. I'm learning mine, and hopefully I'm getting what I need done so I can go back home. But yeah, if you don't become enlightened, if you don't recognize yourself in the flesh as God, you're going to repeat. Why? Because the spirit can't go home without a conscience. The person who makes itself conscious of who he is, that's with the head that go on the spirit, and that's when it goes home. You take the conscience with you. So if anybody who you know in this life became conscious and passed on, they got their concept. So when you get there, y'all recognize real. Spirit recognize spirit. Why? Because you still got the conscience of who you are. That's why. Ain't nobody there wandering around. I got hit, yo, man, heaven. Yeah, no. Don't work that way. So that's my idea, my concept. But all right, here we go. Where we at? You must strive to understand that your struggles have not come to you, okay, by accident, just as your prosperity also has not come to you by accident. See, sometime our fate already laid out. I got a lesson coming up for that year, spiritual destination. If you become spiritual enlightened, there's a place for you. Ain't that Jesus told you? My father got a many rooms. That's what he said. If you get here, we got a spot for you. Okay, that's again my concept. But you need to understand that God, in the form of who? Maya, is behind every situation in your life, just as she is behind what? The relentless and the perfect movement of what? The planets, the stars, the universe. With this wisdom, you need to what? Develop a feeling of what? Contentment. Where? Within yourself. Why? And to avoid useless and negative expectations. Your faith should be in you, your higher self. When you put that into man, guaranteed you're going to be disappointed. You're going to be let down. You're going to be hurt. So when you put expectations on humans, they're going to let you down. Put it in your higher self. He never will. People expect, watch this, things out of life from other people, not realizing that what? The world is not set up to pamper anyone's ego. You, me, nobody. Don't give a hoot about your ego. Understand that? So what? You may expect things and work for things out of life, but knowing that the Divine Mother will do what? Will grant you what you need. See, as a parent, I told my kid, I'm going to take care of your needs. I could care less about your wants. You got to worry about that. So that's what they're telling you. You got everything you need. Whatever you need, we're going to supply you. But watch this. She will supply whatever you need, just as what? A good parent provides what a child needs. Again, this is what you're supposed to do to prepare them for the world. Your job to get them what they need to go out into the world. Knowledge of self, the truth. You may pray for material things, and desire, then what? But not all of your prayers will be answered. Well, why? Because there is a higher intelligence that knows what's best for you, even when you don't. Sometimes we got to save people from themselves. When you got somebody you can talk to, I call it talking me off the ledge or shrinking me, putting me on the couch and letting me vent and helping me with good advice. If you don't have nobody who's smarter than you that you can talk to, who can advise you, find one. You have limited intellect without constant studying and living. Your intellect levels off, so you about at your limit. When you get there, you need help. Don't feel embarrassed. And, well, we don't see psychiatrists. I ain't saying go see a psychiatrist, but somebody who can help you psychologically, I guess. But the concept is don't be embarrassed to get help to help yourself. Sometimes we need that. We need somebody to help us help ourselves. And watch this. You may even pray for what? Material things, or he will know what. So therefore, watch this. As a spiritual aspirant, right thinker, you should what? Surrender. You listening? Your egoistic will. You have to surrender it and what? Your egoistic desires to the what? The will of the divine self, aka higher self. Hope you're getting this. So when you do so, what happened? You will realize that what the tension, the anxieties, and the stress that you created, aka fetters, by pursuing yourself, by pressuring yourself, was useless and what? Self-destructive. Because what? It led you away from your inner self, your higher peace, and did not allow you to have clarity of mind to see your way out of your situations. A lot of times when you get bogged down, so depressed, so bad, you don't see a way out. You know what the next thing you do? Ignorant person, suicide. Take their life. They figure if I could just end it, I ain't gotta worry about it. That don't stop the process. Just saying. I got a best friend who committed suicide, and I just be annoyed by it. I wish I could have helped him. I didn't know I wasn't around. So you feel regret. You feel a little right. Maybe I could have made a difference. Maybe I could have recognized or something. But that's here and there. But that's what happens in life. Okay. But you got to realize where you at. hmm That situations, if you have faith, that's where faith and belief comes in. When all is lost, that's when your faith got to kick in, and you must develop a balance, a harmony, where in your life, this is what Maya represents. Now, in this balance, what happened? You will be able to know which direction to take in life. When all hell breaks loose, my old man had a phrase, when you don't know where to shit or go blind, call Maya. Stop, steal yourself, focus, and find your balance, center yourself, and think your way through the situation. You put yourself there, you got to get yourself out, so to speak. So this is the guidance from what? The Divine Mother, aka Maya. If you're a true Maya fan, you loving this. Why I am, because this is what it's all about. And this is what she represents. And when you practice it, you'll understand why, because that's what works. Trust me. Just like the blood of Jesus, the blood of Christ, it still works. Knowledge of self, self-discipline, spiritual discipline, aka Maya philosophy, still works. Let me wrap it up for you right quick. So, see yourself as an instrument in what? The hands of the Divine Mother, doing what's right, helping others, offering up a selfless service when daily. That's what I do for you. This can be done how? By putting down your ego whenever you detect its rise. You see me doing this when I get calm myself down. Yeah, back up, pump it back. Yeah, pump him down. Keep your foot on his neck, so to speak. And I remember Enter the Dragon. Bruce Lee was on the phone, and the serpent, the snake, to go over here, threw out, came back. He just reached over there, put his foot down, and kept doing what he was doing. So yeah, you got to be able to put your foot on it when it starts to rise. Keep it down. Always choose to what? Act with righteousness, calmness, respect, pride. All these things go into your actions when you have to use them. Not after the fact, say, I should have done this. I should. No, no. You have to implement it there. Watch this. Act with righteousness instead of egoism, excuse me. And know that what you will be provided for and that you not and that you no need to worry. Why? God's got it. That's the concept, right? Spirituality, Maya's God, the same thing. Have you ever been in trouble? Here you go. And somehow we all, well, not all, but most of us, watch this. Somehow, in a mysterious way, you were able to get out of it. I got a quick story. That guy right there. I never been so proud to be his son when I got caught red-handed doing my drug thing in the hotel at the Zanzibar one year, and they took me down to the office. I just knew it's Friday afternoon. I'm ready to do my thing. I'm not gonna get to see none of that. Wow, I'm about to go to jail. I'm sitting in the thing. I'm sitting there. I'm freaking out. The guys came in, three of them. The detectives, they came in talking to me. Da, da, da. So they wait for the boss. The boss come in, open the door. He heard that they had, I guess they caught whatever what they told him. So he gets in there. He looked at me. He said, "Y'all know who that is? That's Bill's son." They gave me back all my stuff. I'm not mentioning names, but they let me do my thing because I was Bill's son. So understand that sometimes you get that blessing, no matter where it comes from, you got to receive it and understand it. But that's just one. And what happened? Watch this. This was not luck or chance. Not luck or chance. Wow. Whatever they did, what they were doing, I just happened to be a victim of the situation, and it worked out for me. It was the grace of what? Of the Divine Mother. This time, the Divine Father, okay, in the flesh. Devote yourself to what? Selfless service. Trust me on that. In the name of Goddess Maya, you need not advertise why you're doing what you're doing. I tell you, I do what I do for you. Don't worry about me. Well, I want to put no, 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 no. You don't owe me nothing. Just take the advice, use them, and profit thereby. I get my blessings for doing what I do from up high. Trust me. So that our philosophy I live by. But simply what? Help others at every opportunity as it rises, while at the same time keeping company with virtuous people with high-minded ideas, righteous, good living people, aka my church family, my pastor. Watch this. I'm about to take it home. I do this every day. I have been doing it now going on 5 years. So I'm doing what I do for you. Your job is to get it. My job is being done every day. But you don't owe me nothing except tune in, get the views up, and then know thyself. That's my mission. Should be your goal as a right thinker. Let's wrap it up. Pray. This is my life right here. This gonna encapsulate me. So I'm gonna appreciate reading this. You pray each morning to who? The divine self may use you to better the world. I used to freak out. How you think you're gonna change the world? One right thinker at a time. Pray that you be led to purity of heart, that your mind be cleansed of what? Negativity, anger, hatred, jealousy, greed, anxiety, stress, dullness, insecurity, agitation. I can go on and stop right there. But you see where I'm going with this? When you eradicate all of that nonsense out of your character, man, you light as a feather. Oh, what? That's how you light in the heart. All these things burden the heart, make it heavy. So watch this. So which is what? Crippling, okay? Your ability to what? To discover your divine bliss and happiness within yourself. That's where it is. It ain't out there. Once you realize that, become better at it, watch this, you'll understand. And as you do these things, you will develop insight into what they say, the calling. When you discover it, you will what? Feel a deeper enjoyment from that work which can be not measured in a monetary sense. When I have people tell me, I've changed their life. They appreciate my lessons. That's better than money. You can't. I don't need to spend it. Why? I got it. I can enjoy it. I can experience. That's all it's about. God is to be experienced once He's known to you, and you can keep that experience going by what? Living and doing what He told you to do. Okay? Spiritual discipline, living spiritual lifestyle. How about this? Righteous action, selfless service, meditation, study of the teachings, self-control, equanimity, harmony, peace, order, contentment, and effacement of your ego are the what? The core of Maya. When you do those things, boy, your heart is just feathered lightly. Why? Because you're eradicating yourself from all negativity. That's why. And wrapping it up, a spiritual aspirant, aka right thinker, must surround him or herself with what? This divine nectar, because it is the substance which leads to spiritual enlightenment, the realization of what? Immortality and supreme bliss when while still alive and in the life beyond. We live for the afterlife, but that don't happen if you don't do it in this life. That's the preparation when you get spiritually enlightened. When the body ceases to exist, you go on to your next life. This ain't the final stop. Okay, if you think it is, okay, live your way, do what you want to do, and when you pass on, the spirit can just go somewhere else. That's all. It don't care. But that's the lesson. That's the concept of perfection in action leads to the path of Maya as spiritual discipline. You practice Maya philosophy, spiritual discipline is a must. Mastering oneself is a must for those who want to know thyself. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. Oh, I got more. I'll be back.